What's up, y'all? Uh, I hope this broadcast finds you all well. I welcome you all. I appreciate you for being here and letting me all in. Listen to the sounds of Drizzle Dollar, the Runch mixtape by Drizzle Dollar, the creator of Atlanta Avenue, the web series Atlanta Avenue, new movie. The flavors on the table, where the waitress at? Make sure they got that bitch pay. You know I'm trying to pay for that. I miss the rents with everything. The white in the phone. But you know, man, I really, I'm not trying to hold y'all too long, because really, I have things that really should be preoccupying my time, but and what I said exotic wasn't saying it seems as if, I mean, now we know 2024 is turning into the year of exposure, but I mean, it just seems as if certain standards, everybody, I remember once upon a time, the rapper Rakim, he had a song with Eric B. It was called "Follow the Leader," you know, and then people wanted to, I guess, in some semblance of behavior, wanted to be a leader. But now it seems, I mean, it's like a bandwagon type of thing. Especially with the advent of social media. See, I come from an era when there wasn't necessarily viral moments, or you might hear a song, a rapper might put an album out, and then you might your album, 10 verse where he was addressing pretty much, yeah, it was, that wasn't pretty much a verse that Drake had put on the Scary Hours version of this For All the Dogs album, and it's a cold little mix. It's Drake and J. Cole, and I mean, I guess if you thought about it, and they say they're talking about the top MCs. If they're talking about the top MCs, they already had named. I think, didn't they have the Crit in there one time? I know they had J. Cole, and then of course they had Drake in there. Kendrick clearly had to be in there. So Kendrick. Now I'll be the first to say that I was disappointed in Kendrick's last album. Now The Killer Butterfly is a classic. I used to play The Killer Butterfly constantly in my ears. So we give Kendrick his props, and also Kendrick responded to the Drake song on the album, what have you, and now everybody's in the buzz about the Kendrick response. But I say to this, I'm like, okay, y'all niggas heard a hot verse, okay, and I mean, it's all in the name of character. If we gonna keep it clean, I hope the rap, clean cut rap niggas is not going to resort to fisticuffs of violence. But it's all in the front of the game of competition of MCing. You want to maintain your spot in your position. All things considered. Once upon a time, it was the Jay-Z's and the Nas's and the DMX, rest in peace. the Snoop Dogg's, whomever. E40, you got to shout at E40, Too Short, whoever, all those guys, Buster Rhymes, those guys who were competing in the game. But now we have a new and different generation. Um, and it's like, okay, all right, well, yeah, Kendrick, there was some slick bars. I heard the verse. I haven't heard the whole song. I heard the Kendrick verse. Okay, that's cool. He had some bars. He snapped in it. And I mean, I say Drake snapped in this shit, but Kendrick he came with an adept response. So now you see these MCs. They say Rick Ross. I don't know who this person Nav is. Nav unfollows him. Some other person unfollows Drake on Twitter. And that's like some whole shit to me. Also, it's like, okay, so you unfollow y'all still niggas still got y'all each other numbers in y'all phone. So all this is some dramatic shit. Uh, so it's like, okay, Rick Ross, you unfollow, and I don't know, maybe Future unfollowed, maybe Future was the other one. Rick Ross, you unfollowed Drake, so we're not going to get the Rick Ross and the Drake collaboration album. We can get the Rick Ross and the Meek Mill collaboration album, but not the Future album. But that's another topic altogether. Drake, Drake seems to be, I guess what it is. I guess when you're at the top of the game, um, and you can argue about you got Ye and you got Drake. They're at the top of their game right now. Okay, if you want to establish yourself as relevant, you got to get it out the mud on your own, which is the natural way to do it in the first place. But hey, I digress. Drake is a pretty good person to fix yourself. If you want to be in some form of pseudo beef with somebody, go for Drake. But the thing about Drake is that Drake, if I could associate with it, Drake is pretty much battle tested in this shit. Drake comes from the Lil Wayne. He still comes from the Lil Wayne camp. And Lil Wayne, the best rapper alive since the best rapper retired. All that good shit. Wayne is a formidable lyricist. Drake is a formidable lyricist. Nicki, again, you put Nicki Minaj against a female MC, you're going to see a pretty decent battle, I believe. But in my mind, um, I and it's really, I guess it's, Drake gonna be who Drake is. Drake, they say, well, Drake, they try to, and I don't want to be a colorist. I don't want to come off as a colorist, but I think they be giving old Drake, Mr. Graham, the light skinned nigga treatment, man. Now, Drake, what is it, the Ashkenazi, Jewish, um, uh, uh, um, lineage, but he also has Memphis Mack lineage. His daddy is a nigga from Memphis. Um, okay, you can look at him as a square, which I guess is since he's been there with his mama, and that type of culture. Of course, he would appear as a square, but don't for a second I believe that nigga's not gamed up. Uh, so it's like, okay, well, we're gonna have this. I mean, I guess it's good for the music, man, because hip hop has gotten niggas is really dying out here. Don't nobody want to hear y'all niggas rap about niggas getting killed and niggas is actually dying out here. So it's like, okay, we're going to have the civilized rapper beef. So we're going to follow you, Drake. Rick Ross. Well, and I can't say me. Nav, Rick Ross, and Future, whomever. That's it. I'm not for certain that Future's unfollowing him, but it would be a shame considering that I rather enjoyed uh, that Metro Boomin, matter of fact, Metro Boomin produced on this album, the album with Future and Drake, where they had a collaboration album. I play that frequently still. Uh, but you think about it, any album that Future collaborates with a nigga on it, it's gonna do some form of numbers. But him and Drake, they had just like Drake and Rick Ross, they got the magic potion with it. But hey, uh, Drake then went on stage and said, he that nigga, and he has justification and purpose and reasonable argument to proclaim that all things considered. Nobody is reaching his numbers. I mean, I guess like I say, the aforementioned Kanye West. They're uh, 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 equivocal rivals, but a lot of these niggas, Future's equivocal rival against a Drake, cause Future got a pen and Drake got a pen, but uh, Rick Ross, yeah, I give him two, but it's interesting to watch to me, but in my mind, it's like, okay, I think y'all trying to reach for old RB Graham's spot. RB Graham knows that he's at the top spot in the shit, for the most part. When he drops, he gonna do numbers. Uh, but I digress. I just really wanted to come on here and make some commentary on this because I'm seeing a lot of discussions about it. You know, ooh, Kendrick, guys. I mean, Kendrick last album was whack to me. A lot of people talked about they like Kendrick Lamar's last album, but that shit in my mind, I was unimpressed. Uh, Maybe there was a volume of it that I missed. I know that from my understanding, may have been a couple of I don't know if you can say CDs or volumes of that album, but what I heard off of it, I was kind of I looked at it as lackluster. Now those bars that he spit, I guess in the I don't even know how to say it. To be aggressive at Drake, they was cool bars, but at the end of the day, man, Drake still, yeah, you put your album, niggas waiting for the Kendrick Lamar album. Ain't none of your bops playing on the radio. Drake all over the motherfucking radio. Uh, Metro Boomin, he fell out with Drake. I don't know why he fell out with Drake, but Metro Boomin got tracks that's playing on the radio. Future's on the radio, but this is all commentary, man. I feel like they picking on Aubrey Graham, man. Aubrey Graham, the high yellow nigga that used to get picked on, man. And I hate, once again, I don't mean to sound colorist. This is just my observation based on the evidence and the prior wisdom that I've acquired. Uh, what do y'all think about this shit, man? I mean, it's all character, niggas is all in the characters, but it's also entertaining to watch. And since y'all talking about it, I decided to come on and talk about it. And if somebody won't have anything with the counter to say to my opinion, it's welcome. Uh, with that being said, peace and love. I'll holler at you.